Okay, this is a new experiment. I'm driving. I'm not going to look at the video. Okay, I'm looking right now just to see if it's working. Okay, I'm going to capture some thoughts because I'm having a little car rant here. Anybody else do that? Or is that just me? I suspect other people have car rants. I don't think it's just me. Okay, here's my little rant. I've been thinking about my marketing for my therapy business, and in so doing I'm trying to highlight my niche. And the problem is the teaching that I'm getting is, you know, look at your story and then look at who you were back 5 years ago or longer ago, and then look at where you are now and work out what the steps were that you took to get to where you are now. The problem is I'm not quite sure how far back to go. My story is so completely nuts that text is coming through. Okay, if I'm going to do this I need to look at the road. It's so completely nuts and so diverse that I have all of these areas where I could potentially help people because I've got a lot of lived experience of a variety of things. So I was just ranting away to myself about, oh God, how am I going to get into here? Oh fuck. Hold on. Okay, I'm back at my house and I'm trying to maneuver up the driveway, but it's garbage day, so there's garbage cans everywhere, there's snow. Fucking ridiculous. Okay, so just met for coffee with a friend, and she was asking me about what I'm doing. We haven't met like since before COVID, so there was lots to catch up on. It was really fun. But anyway, I was just saying to her, you know, oh, there's this that's happened and there's this that's happened. So potential niches, okay? My major niche, oh dear, what was that? I think that was in, oh my God. Okay, so my major niche, and the one that I put out a video about a couple of days ago, and that I'm planning to, I'm parked now by the way, so I can look at the camera, that I put a video out about the other day, is coercive control, and my journey of finding out that I was in a coercively controlling relationship. And since then I've worked with other women in various capacities, helping them. I've been involved in a non-profit that helps women who are dealing with coercive control. I have helped them with their media, I've led groups, and now I'm a therapist. And when I first set this, oh my God, when I first set this business up, I was intending to do couples counselling. And then I realised I really couldn't do couples counselling with any kind of ethical okayness. That's not the right word. But I couldn't do it ethically because I know how prolific coercive control is. And where do people go when their relationships are struggling? They go to counsellors. And counsellors don't know about coercive control. They really don't. Not in Canada anyway. It might be a little bit better in the UK. I was talking to someone who's recently qualified as a counsellor in the UK, and they said no, it's not. So despite the fact that the legislation in the UK has come into play that coercive control is actually illegal, and people have the terminology, it's still not getting the teaching. You know, we've got a long way to catch up, right? Okay, so my main thing is coercive control. But then I've got now like lived experience of neurodiversity, so ADHD, autism, what else? Post-traumatic stress disorder, complex post-traumatic stress disorder, what else? Religious trauma, working in the church, that's the whole thing. Intergenerational trauma. What other strings to my bow do I have? Okay, those are the main ones. Anyway, so the link though, the link that I found, and maybe this is my niche, the link is that all of these things, all of these mental health issues they're like the canary in the coal mine, and they're alerting us to the fact that something's wrong. And the thing that is wrong is that society has been set up by white men. It's been set up by white men, and so everything that happens in society gets judged through the lens of a white man, and that just doesn't work for like, well, all of the women and all of the non-white people. That's a lot of people. There's a lot of people. People who are disabled, people who are living in poverty. There's just so many people that this system doesn't work for. And so what we're seeing is this kind of mental health crisis. Everybody is struggling. Everybody. Like, tell me someone who's not struggling. Even the white men. Even the white men are struggling. Yeah. So that's my car rant. There we go. I don't know if I'm going to share this. Will I share this? I might do. How brave do I feel? Because I can just imagine, you know, the white men coming back at me, you know, doing the Jess Taylor, she talks about what-ifery, whataboutery. Whataboutery. That's what white men do. Well, what about us? What about this? What about that? Do you know what? You've had your day in the spotlight. You need to step aside. You need to step down and let the rest of the fucking people in the world lead and use their knowledge and their wisdom and their incredible tenacity and gifts. They've been living under oppression for hundreds and hundreds of years. They know a thing or two. So why don't you just step down and let them take over. Let them lead. Let them lead. Just step down. There we go. There's my message. Okay, car rant done. Probably not. I'll probably continue as I get in the house. The kids are out, so that's okay.